Hey everyone, so have you ever seen a Korean planner or maybe a friend's New Year's resolution list and thought, that doesn't really look like a full sentence? Well, you're right. Today, we're going to crack the code on this super common, super simple way Koreans write down their goals, their rules, and their to-do lists.
You'll see phrases just like this one all over the place. 매일 운동하기. It means exercise every day, but that ending, that ki at the end, that's the secret. It's not how you'd say, I'm exercising to your friend. Nope, this is a special, compact style that's pretty much just for writing things down.
So what is the secret, right? How do you get from a regular verb to this super efficient checklist-ready format? Well, it's actually a really simple and honestly kind of elegant piece of grammar. And once you see it, you'll be able to write your own Korean to-do lists in, like, 2 seconds.
Okay, let's dive in and crack this thing open. We're calling it the checklist code because it really is the key that unlocks this super common and practical style of writing you'll see in everyday Korean life.
Here it is, the secret weapon. Just adding gi, pronounced gi. This one little syllable is what's called a nominalizer. Now, I know that's a fancy word, but all it means is that it turns an action, a verb, into a thing, a noun. So the verb to exercise, 운동하다, becomes the activity of exercising, 운동하기. It's that simple.
Now here's the thing, you're not really going to use this in a normal conversation. This is the language of planners, of diaries, of little notes to yourself. It's the perfect tool for jotting down your New Year's resolutions, your daily to-do list, or even some house rules you want to stick on the fridge. It's short, sweet, and to the point.
Okay, so now that we know what it is, let's get into the fun part. How to actually build these phrases. It's incredibly straightforward for both the positive rules, the do this stuff, and the negative rules, the don't do that stuff. This slide breaks down the negative version perfectly. Let's take 싸우지 않기, which means no fighting. You start with the verb stem, 싸우, for fight. Then you add the negative part, 지 안, which just means not. And you cap it off with our magic ending, ki. So you're literally building the phrase, the act of not fighting. See? It's like building with Legos.
And boom, here it is. These are the only 2 formulas you need. For a positive rule, just take your verb stem and stick a gi on the end. So 먹다, to eat, becomes 먹기, eating. For a negative rule, verb stem plus 지 않기. So 늦다, to be late, becomes 늦지 않기, no being late. That's literally it. So easy, right?
Now, let's talk a little bit about the feel, the vibe. When do you use this memo style, and when would you just say a normal sentence? As you're about to see, the context really is everything.
Check out this comparison. If you say 오늘 운동해요, you're talking to someone. You're telling them, hey, I'm exercising today. It's a conversation. But if you write 오늘 운동하기 in your planner, it's just a note to yourself. It's an objective task on a list. It's the difference between reporting an action and just listing an action.
But, and this is a cool little exception, you actually can hear this in casual speech sometimes. Like if your friend says, hey, don't be late tomorrow, you might reply with, okay, 늦지 않기. It's like you're making a firm promise or a note to self out loud. Kind of like saying, got it, rule established, no being late.
All right, you've got the theory down. Now it's time to put it into practice. Let's try making a couple of items for, say, a healthy lifestyle to-do list.
Okay, next up. Let's try a negative rule. Don't drink alcohol. The word for alcohol is 술, and the verb for to drink is 마시다. All right, think back to that negative formula we looked at. You take the verb stem and you add that negative ending. How's it going to look? Exactly right. The stem of 마시다 is 마셔. You just add 지 않기 to it, and you get 술을 마시지 않기. You've just written a perfect New Year's resolution in Korean. So, let's do a super quick recap. You're going to use ki for your positive to-do list items. Remember, it's got that objective, memo to self vibe. It's not really for conversation.